In college, my friends used to joke that I must be running a secret meth lab because I'd never let them come into my room. But it wasn't a meth lab. It was more like a mess lab, testing just how much mess I could amass in that place where I'd crash when I got back from class. See, ADHD can be a pain in the ass. So today, we are going to talk about messiness. Now, I just want to tell you guys straight up that this has always been one of the biggest, most noticeable parts of my ADD, and while I've made some improvements in this area, sort of, it's still something I struggle with. So if you're looking for answers from someone who's figured it out and is now a perfectly organized individual, that's not what this video is going to be. This video is about messiness and the various ways that it affects us and our jobs and our relationships and really our entire lives. So the problem with messiness is that it leads to other problems. See, when you have a mess, a big mess, you will find that it is very difficult for you to find things, anything, because you have unintentionally buried that thing under piles and piles of other things. This leads to stress, embarrassment, and so much wasted time when you just need to read the syllabus and start your paper, not spend the entire night looking for your syllabus. The other way that messiness affects our lives is that people misinterpret it all the time. It's hard for people who don't struggle with organization to understand that we don't want to be a pain in the ass. We don't mean to leave our things everywhere. We don't enjoy it, and we don't even do it on purpose. I don't know about you, but I'm just very not good at keeping track of physical objects. Like actual material stuff in the material world. My brain doesn't know how to deal with it. So it doesn't deal with it. And then I don't deal with my stuff. And before I know it, I have piles, so many piles of everything everywhere. Or stray things in places where I don't want them. Which brings me to the next problem messiness causes. People finding things that you left out that just really weren't meant for their eyes to see.
Like what kinds of things?
Just use your imagination.
But like on some level, don't you think you must want those people to find your private things?
No! I really don't. But it happens because I don't remember that I left something somewhere, and then people find it because people live here. Which brings me to my next point. When you cohabitate with others, they will find your messiness personally offensive. And this is one of the most painful parts of ADHD for me personally. Seeing how my messiness hurts others, and then being hurt that they would think I was trying to hurt them by not picking up after myself. That was a confusing sentence. I hope you guys could follow that. I hardly could. I just want to explain to other people that it's really not about them. It's just about my complete mental block when it comes to organization.
You know what, Grace? That just sounds like you're making excuses for yourself.
Oh man, when people say this to me, and they do, it is so shitty. Because let me tell you, I don't want to be a mess. I know my messiness is a problem, and I am working on it because I know it would make my own life easier if I were more organized. Excuses are what you make when you don't want to change. I do want to change. It's just really hard. Even with my medication, which makes so many aspects of my life so much easier, including organizing my thoughts, my ability to organize my stuff is still pretty weak. And if someone is taking it personally because they don't understand how difficult it is for me to not be messy, I'm sure as hell going to tell them about my ADD. Because if someone was trying to make you run a 5K and you had a broken leg, wouldn't you want them to know you had a broken leg? I would. In fact, I think telling someone when a task is hard for you and being honest with them about why that is the most responsible thing you could possibly do. And I'm not gonna let anyone shame me about that. I hope you guys liked this video. Like and comment on this video if you want to see another video about some strategies I've found that help with the messiness a little bit. And also if you're interested in seeing some ways to repair relationships that have been damaged because of your messiness. It happens. It sucks, but it happens. And those relationships don't need to stay broken. And I'd be happy to talk more about relationship damage control if you guys are interested. P.S. I am still planning to make that video about medication. It's just taking a little bit longer than I anticipated to do enough research so that I actually feel like I'm informed enough to make that video properly. So that video is coming. Don't you worry, it is on the way. And if you have ideas for any other videos you'd like me to make on any ADHD or mental health related topics, let me know in the comments below. And that's all for now, folks. Catch you next time.